If you're a first year apprentice or you're even a journeyman electrician, one of the things that will get you promoted and get you moving forward is soft skill development. And that is becoming more and more the trend in communication coming out of the electrical industry, is that value comes from soft skills. Knowing how to put in receps, wiring up panels, organizing the layout of an electrical system in a house. These things are becoming basic baseline. The promotion aspect to your job, the advancement aspect to your job that gets you more responsibility, which also gets you more pay, is that you are developing soft skills like communication, like diligence, like safety skills, and things of this nature. So knowing the code is fundamental, it is foundational, but moving ahead is a soft skills issue. So here's the gap. The jump to journeyman is mostly a soft skills jump, not a knowledge jump. In other words, how well do you communicate? How well do you critically think through the environment that you're working in? How well do you interact with the other people on the job site, the homeowner, other electricians, apprentices below you, master electricians above you, contractors, architects? All of this is communication, it's time management, it's teamwork, it's customer service, it's attention to detail, and really fundamentally as a character quality, it's honesty. So really what you learn in your apprenticeship training is the theory that gets you in, whereas the soft skills move you up the ladder. So you need to develop 3 habits. This is what I'm going to suggest to you. 3 habits. Number 1, speak up early without fear, hold procedure on the non-routine job, and communicate honestly with customers and crew. So let's look at these one at a time. Speak up early without fear. Safety is actually a communication problem before it's a checklist. You may have a safety checklist, but you need to be aware that it's based on communication. A set of plans is communication. A label on a panel is communication. Breaker numbers are communication. Wire colors are communication. All of these things are there to keep you safe, which is what the code book is about. It is not a installation manual. It is a code that protects you and other people and property from electrical hazards. So really, a huge amount of what we do fundamentally is communication to the person coming in after you. So crews report unsafe conditions when nobody gets blamed for reporting them. So it's not about who's at fault. I have been in safety meetings where the boss says about something that didn't work or some issue the customer had, and all of a sudden everyone's saying, well, I was never there, I didn't do that job, blah, blah, blah. It's like, if you weren't even on the job site, keep your mouth shut. It's not about defending yourself. It's about communicating correctly and bettering the procedure next time, or bettering your own personal habit next time. So one of the things that's really, really important is lockout, tag out, working on energized circuits. Asking before you energize is a professional skill, not a weakness. So the close call you report is the one that doesn't become an injury. You're trying to avoid injuries of people and damage to property. So habit number 2 is procedure under pressure. The failures repeat in energy control and non-routine work. So the idea is if you're in a non-routine environment, you need to stop, maintain fundamentals, but be critically thinking through the situation. This is a discipline that shows up on the day the work is unusual. So fundamentals are always there. Communication is important, but you need to be organized, you need to be staged, ready to go, and you need to be, in one sense, unrushed. Now, I know that sounds like an impossibility in a lot of circumstances. It's like, hurry up and get the job done. But really, unrushed means you have time to think, you have time to process, you have time to work through a situation so that you don't damage property. And the 5 minutes it takes you extra to think through something is worth way more than the $1,000 repair bill that might come because you were rushed. So that is the whole point of this. That is who gets handed responsibility, is the one who's organized, the one who has everything staged and ready to go, and the one who isn't rush under pressure. I've worked with people like that. Um, it is an environment that sets you on edge, and it's actually not conducive to clear thinking. And you must be thinking clearly. You must not be expecting everybody to be as fast as they possibly can and get this done quick, because it's just not conducive to a sound work environment. Habit number 3, honest communication. Be straight, be respectful with your customers, with your mentors, with other trades. Treat the plumbers with respect, treat the HVAC guys with respect. Write up your work truthfully. If you have to document what you do, then document what you do. Report what actually happened. Don't glorify yourself. Don't make yourself a hero. Say what was done in a clear and well-written form. So honest documentation is a soft skill, and integrity at the same time. Integrity is that which holds you together. If there's a strength in your integrity field around your starship, I always think they're always losing the integrity of their shields in Star Trek and Star Wars and all that. But what you're doing is you're building a reputation and a character record at the same time. They must go together. Your electrical skills will be paid for because you have solid reputation and solid character. And that's what people are really after. They don't want quick, sloppy work. They don't want to feel like they're being pressurized or deceived. They want to know they're getting the honest work done at an honest price, and people are willing to pay for that. So all through this, it's all about speak up early, speak without fear, hold the procedure on the non-job routine. That means think critically about what you're doing while you're doing it. Communicate honestly with customers and with the crew. So these are all soft skills that equal a safety outcome and are usually the same thing. So when you have good communication, you have good safety. When you have good critical thinking skills, you have good safety. When you have good character, good soft skills, you end up with a good safety record. And so you need to ask this one question before you energize. Hey, is everybody out there okay with me turning this on? Is the work done on the circuit? Is it ready to go? Can we start testing things? Constant communication sounds repetitive, but it keeps everybody actively aware of what's going on all the time. So even if it feels obvious, this is what you need to do. So comment below if you have any stories about things that went wrong because of lack of communication. Statistically, communication issues are 90+% of breakdowns on job sites. And I often have said it takes millions and millions of words to build a building. So find in the links below, in the comments below, I am going to put links to our online journeyman prep course for you to do over 500 exam questions to get you ready to pass your journeyman exam. I've also got a link below into the Roughed In newsletter where we talk about safety and soft skills on a regular basis. Great for crew safety meetings and things like that. And also, I forgot the third thing I was going to put down here, but you're going to get your course, your link, you're going to get your newsletter link, and that's going to begin to set you up on what you need to be a valuable electrician.